from, even if it's like launching a newspaper at university, or creating something from scratch, it is really interesting for me. I tend to have a fair amount of ideas. I kind of like the chaos and sort of trying to get stuff off the ground. I actually find that very exhilarating, gives me a lot of energy. So I was lucky that at university I met like some like-minded people. There was, even then I was at Cambridge University, and there was not really a big sort of entrepreneurial scene. I remember there was like maybe one entrepreneurship society with about 10 members in it. So I met some people, we stayed in touch. And when there was all this turmoil in traditional financial markets, I got talking to one of my co-founders, and we were sort of like, now's quite a good time, because like, the opportunity cost is not super high. Traditional finance is going through a tough moment, and in this sort of crisis is where you see opportunities, right? And we were lucky. We had worked for 3 years, so we had saved some money,
Yeah.
which helps, because being in London, and covering the costs of living in London. And I remember I did the maths, and I sort of was like, I
Of
have about
runway.
2 years of cash, if runway of my own cash. So, even if things don't go completely
Mm.
right,